Hi Chelsea fans, thanks for all your support today. Happy to get 3 points and score 4. See you all on Thursday.
Deserve to win the game, and also I think this kind of game are games that the team need to improve things and to understand. So for me has been fantastic day.
To win games you need to be in both phases good, and we didn't defend like we wanted to defend. It was too easy also for Chelsea to break our lines, and then we didn't deserve to win.
I'm sure that from now on we are going to concede more goals in the way we concede the goals today, because it's part of the football. But the important thing is that the team continue playing the same way. We create many chances. We could defend better, as you said, but we are happy.
The manager set up a good game plan. We knew how to attack him. Literally just first time passes in behind because the line was so high. It was a good match-up, but 3 points is what we needed, and that's what we got.
Theo Walcott's doing Match of the Day tonight. He's been saying that he thinks there's a bit of Dennis Bergkamp about the way that you play. How do you feel about that sort of analysis?
Yeah, I know he's a legend of the Premier League, but I didn't really watch him. I think I was too young. But
Makes me feel old.
I've seen clips and stuff, so yeah, he's a top player. But thank you, Theo Walcott.
No, I don't think I enjoy more than the rest. Simply because I think it was probably our most important game of the season for many reasons, and I was happy for the result, for the performance, and as I said, it's always nice to share that kind of moment with our fans.
Why was it important?
Because after 2 wins in a row away, it's always difficult to keep that momentum, because many times you can think that 2 wins away and you can drop a little bit. So it was important to continue with that moment, and also because the game was exactly in the way we planned the game. So I think it was a good moment.
Good to Matt. Where does Cole Palmer's performance today rate an individual performance?
For sure when he scored 4 goals, but I just said to Cole, he scored 4, he could score 2-3 more. So it's good that he continued to be hungry, ambitious, and I know Cole from many years ago. I had him already one entire season with under 23 at City, and then with the first team. The best thing he has is that in the way he is today as a boy, he was exactly in that way 3-4 years ago. So goals, assists, best player of the Premier League. This doesn't change the way he is. It's a simple guy, it's a humble guy, and this is for me is the most important thing.
How special is he though?
It's top player. It's top player. And the important thing about the previous thing is that today in football, young player, they change very quick. They score 1 goal and they think that they are already, And Cole, he scored many goals, many assists. He's top player, but he never changed. And this is the most important thing.
We'll go to Liam.
Palmer's playing a slightly different position in your system this year to the way he was often used last season. Do you think he can be even more influential now in the role that he's got in his team?
We try to use Cole in that position because probably for me is his best position. But he can play as a fake 9. He can play as a 9. He can play as a winger. He can play in the pocket in the way he's playing now. He can play in different positions because he's so good. And I don't know, compared to last year, I said many times I was not here. I don't have an idea. The only thing I can say is that Cole inside the pitch is where he's best.
Andy?
Just to harken back to what you said to Matt there, do you think you'll have to work on keeping him grounded, or do you think he'll never get carried away?
No, I think if already many good things happen in his life as a professional, to give him the chance to change. But he didn't change. So that means that probably in the way he is going to be always in that way. And I have 4 kids. I have 1 boy and 3 girls. And my boy is 11, and I would like to have my boy that many things happen and he is not going to change. Because as I said, with young players today, with young people, young boy, they change very easy. And the best thing for me is that he loves football, he's always in the same way, and this is something fantastic for him.
So do you tell your son to be like Cole Palmer?
No. I tell my son to be in the way he is, that I'm happy with that, and Cole is a different one.
But this, sorry, just one last question. That's a sign of someone who's really kind of quietly confident, right? And somebody who's really, really good is usually the person that doesn't have to tell everybody how good they are. That's usually the sign of somebody who is extra special, right? Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a special player. It's a simple guy, humble guy, and as you said, he doesn't need to tell people how good he is, because you can see clearly how good he is.
Gentleman in the middle.
Yeah, I will say exactly the same thing I already said many times. I think Karni is a very good player, but for the amount of players that we have, probably we decided at the beginning of the season that for him probably was better to leave and to go somewhere to prove himself playing 30-35 games than to be here and play less games. Then unfortunately didn't happen. He's one of our players. He had some minutes the other day, today was not involved. Hopefully we can give him more minutes.
That's what happens, Theo. We start creeping toward old age, and the young players, they can't remember us, any of us.
Do you think he knows you played, or?
Probably not. Did I? I can't remember myself. I will come to that comparison shortly, but my goodness me, Cole Palmer. Every time I see him, he takes my breath away. He's an extraordinarily brilliant footballer.
He is. He's unbelievable. I think the thing for me was when he scored 22 Premier League goals last season, could he do it again this season? That was a big question mark. But we talk about his touch and technique a lot. We don't talk about his movement enough. I think the timing of his runs are brilliant. And then the touch, and then we probably should pass and finish it off here, hits the post. I think everything he does, he's just effortless in the way he does it. When we talk about the footballers, he's just so ahead of the game. And I mean, he's offside in that one. But he's just a joy to watch. When he left Manchester City, I was thinking he's a very good player. But now he's showing how good he is. We talk about the weight of the pass and holding your run. He's got everything, hasn't he, Theo?
Oh, do you know what it is as well? I mean, doing balls like this, he can do everything. I mean, I'm probably going to echo exactly your words there, but basically, he's not taking away what he's good at, what you do from academy level. He just enjoys playing as football. And that's what I want to see. When you see someone put on a shirt, his penalty's confident, everything about him is just, like you said, effortless, plays at his own tempo, and this, for me, Meeks is a little bit like yourself in training in England back in the day, I think, isn't it? Not quite, but that is what he can do. He's so gifted, and now he's going to have that aura around him where players are just constantly afraid of him. The balls he plays, just one touch. Again, he's got all these runners. He's got so many threats going forward for himself. He's got everything.
And he's a marked man, and that's the difference. So we talk about his movement again there, and a really good finish, but it becomes difficult when you become the main man within a team. Sometimes you have 2 or 3 round him, but he still delivers. And just to finish off, a little no-look pass. You'll see it again on the reverse angle here. He's just a joy to watch. He's got absolutely everything.
Yeah, and he's clearly fearless. And well, you can see there, 4 or more goals on multiple occasions. Someone missed.
Is Alan? Where's Alan?
I don't think he ever did it, Mike.
Alan?
No, he's never that quality, not quite that level.
Finally, a graphic he's not on. Brilliant.
But I think of all the talented players that perhaps England have got, he might just be the best of the lot. I think that's a possibility. You compared him to Dennis Bergkamp. What similarities did you see?
Yeah, the reason why I compare him to Dennis is because the way he just plays the game at his own pace. He's so elegant, he sort of glides on the field, he gets everyone involved, he gets the best out of a lot of the players, and that's what Dennis did. He brought the best out of Thierry, and as well, if he continues to do this, he's going to be a legend in the Premier League, and that's for sure.
Just his position as well, because he can play number 10 and on the right, equally as good.
I bet you could play holding midfielder as well. I bet he could.
Well, he has done before.
He has done, yeah.
Oh, was this maybe the best performance of your career so far?
I'm not sure. Maybe it was up there.
Yeah. What was happening when, especially in that first half, did you feel something different today? Because you were just unstoppable.
Yeah, you know, I've not had a pre-season, so the first game's coming back, you know, I was just taking a bit of time to get up to speed, but now I feel like, you know, I'm at full fitness and, yeah, I'm ready.
Any favourites from the 4 goals?
Oh, the free kick, probably.
I was going to ask about the free kick. Have you been practicing it? Because it was a perfect free kick.
No, I was just deciding which side to go, left or right, and then I seen the keeper was a bit more to the left, so I thought I'll just go over the wall and went top corner.
So you haven't even been practicing that much free kicks specifically, because the finishing, of course, we know.
No, not really. Just messing about and stuff. I've really not practice, but yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. You made history being the first player to score 4 goals in the first half in a Premier League match. So that's quite outstanding. I imagine you're very proud of that.
Yeah, I didn't know. The lad just told me then. So yeah, I'm really happy about that.
From many years ago, I had him when I was at City with the under-23. So I know Cole already from many years. The best thing that he has is that in the way he was, as a human being, as a person, is exactly in the same way. So even if score goals and good moment, last season was one of the best players of the Premier League, this doesn't change his life, and I think this is the best thing for him.
When you started working with him back then, when he was even younger, did you see all this potential? Did you imagine he would get this far?
You have to be blind. Don't see that kind of things with Cole. The only things that I just said to him that he scored 4, but he could score 2, 3 more. And he has to be always hungry, ambitious to score more.
You can't just come here to defend, you need to be courageous on the ball. Your side certainly were that, weren't they, today?
Yeah, in possession I think it was good, but to win games you need to be in both phases good. And we didn't defend like we wanted to defend. It was too easy also for Chelsea to break our lines, and then we didn't deserve to win.
Bit of history at Stamford Bridge. Cole Palmer, the first ever player to score 4 first-half goals in a Premier League game. And it could have been more.
It could have been more, yeah. You know what I'm like.
Yeah.
I think that's not a bad return. You give any attacking player those chances that he had, and if you scored 4 goals out of those, you're rubbing your hands together.
But what an afternoon.
Absolutely brilliant, yeah. I mean, he's just... Well, what words haven't been said? Last season, he was, you know, it wasn't for Phil Foden, head and shoulders above anything else in the league. Last year, he was almost carrying Chelsea on his own. This year, I think Chelsea got a little bit more about them, but he's still performing absolutely at the top of his game.
What about Jadon Sancho, by the way? You know, sneaks into this Chelsea team, wins the penalty there, sets one up before that. Okay, let's be honest, Cole Palmer is playing in a different universe right now to anybody in the Premier League. You could argue he could have been the player of the year last year in the Premier League, in terms of numbers, goals and assists, but in terms of his finishing...
What about this one?
This is insane. You shouldn't score from there.
29 yards out.
Top bins. That is just... he doesn't even... barely even celebrates. It's like he expects it. I think he's one of the most clinical finishers in the Premier League. I think it's Haaland, then I think it's... Actually, I think it's him.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
In front of goal, he's lethal.
I mean, they were helped, of course, a little bit at the back.
Manish, I love this one. He has a picture. He knows where he's not even looking. He just knows. He knows the keeper's probably going to be a couple yards that way, slide it into the near post. Mo, that's beautiful.
Yeah, tiny little glimpse, isn't it? You know where the goal is. You know where the goalkeeper's likely to be, and the goal never moves. So yeah, he is a. You know, there's so many different types of finishes, but he's got, you know, he's brilliant one-on-ones. Of course, he missed one at the end, but he's brilliant one-on-ones. He's brilliant set pieces. He takes the penalties. He's got so many different types of finishes. He's right up there with the elite.
Now, a little earlier, you said for you, Arsenal, your favourites to win the league title. What about Chelsea under Enzo Maresca, who've been so unpredictable in the first few weeks, but they seem to be finding their rhythm now? Can you see them finishing top 4?
Well, no, they were unpredictable in the market. Yeah. They're getting actually quite predictable on the pitch. They've been really good. So I think he'll be delighted. They've got a lot of good players. He's putting it together, Enzo. They look like a top 4 side right now, which is remarkable considering the amount of players they've bought and sold the past couple of seasons.
That's been a challenge in itself for him.
Yeah, they need name tags, I think. That many
and a dressing room
through.
extension, amongst other things.
Yeah.
4 goals, so you're absolutely right. It was just a mental first half. There was chance after chance, mistake after mistake. It was just unbelievable. See, both teams trying to play out from the back and getting punished on so many occasions, but it was that guy called Palmer again that put in such a special performance in getting 4 goals.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 from the penalty spot for Cole Palmer now after that on Madueke.
Yeah, I think it was a penalty coming together, and again, we said beforehand, there's a bit of time in between that. He was cool as a cucumber from 12 yards and not going to miss. But we talk about the Justin free kick, the shot he had, this is unstoppable as well. It's absolutely phenomenal. We said maybe don't put a wall up as a goalkeeper, but even if you stand in the middle, look at swerving away from the keeper, top corner, what a brilliant goal. Again, we're talking about playing out from the back. It's madness, some of the goals we're going to see this weekend. Overplaying in the wrong areas. And Sanchez, you would say, the Chelsea goalkeeper was culpable for both goals today that they conceded, and very poor at the back. Another goal here from the back, you'll see.
His run's really good, though, in terms of Palmer, doesn't he? Times and the weight of the pass that he receives there. And he does the goalkeeper, doesn't he? He gets caught near post, but what a day for him. Chelsea.
Absolutely. And another match, well, his third hat-trick, and he missed what you didn't see there, a very good chance in the second half as well. He would have become the 6th player to join Allen and 4 others of scoring 5 in a Premier League